in her 50s, late 50s. She was like, so I'm going to get Botox. And I was like, what? I remember we were at like my favorite sushi restaurant and she told me and I like felt like I was like out of control. It felt like I was spinning out of control. Like my mom is getting Botox. She's only 55. Meanwhile, here I am, like 30 years younger than that, being like, every 3 months I need to be injected with Dysport. Like, oh my God, my ancestors are flipping out. They're like, are you churning butter yet?
Wait, it's not that deep.
Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Not That Deep. Thanks so much for tuning in. I didn't wear my blue light glasses today at work, and I'm recording this after work, and not that, you know, it's not that I didn't wear them, it's that I forgot them. If I had them, I would wear them. Trust me, because as someone with 20/20 vision who wears blue light glasses, I felt I was put on this earth to spread awareness about blue light glasses. Because when I wear blue light glasses, people say, Dana, I didn't know you wore glasses. And I say, oh, they're blue light. And then they lose respect for me immediately. But it's like, what if the answer is, oh, Dana, I didn't know you wore glasses. And then my response is, oh, yeah, I just got them and I added blue light to them. They're like, wow, you're really looking out for yourself. Screens are really detrimental to one's vision. And that's okay. Like, I have to have bad vision in order for it to be okay to wear blue light glasses. Like, give me a freaking break, people. I can't do this anymore. Like, I don't know. I was trying to draw a comparison, but I can't because it's just such a unique experience. But that's okay. So, anyways, I just feel like a little more loopy than usual, and that's fun. We're gonna ride that high. Come along with me. I wanted to open up today with my own not that deep because sometimes I think I realize that I don't even say my own not that deep in the episodes because I'm just rambling, which is really cool. But let's stick to the premise, Dana. Like you came up with it. So I'm going to talk about what's not that deep to me in this moment today because I don't have a guest. I'm kind of working on getting a space that I can record video in that I can then edit social clips from. I am like in a period of delusion right now where I'm trying a lot of different things to see what works and what sticks. That studio that I recorded at with the two last guests, I love that studio. It's so accessible, it's free. But when it comes to recording video, I would need my own camera or just more skill in editing. I don't actually know what I would need, but maybe I could try something out. But I feel like I need more knowledge or just someone to do it for me or another camera, like a multi-camera setup. Because a lot of times I was just talking to someone, I was saying, like, what type of podcast do you listen to and why? And he was like, oh, anytime someone recommends a podcast to me, I listen to it. And I said, okay, but do you not see them on like social or there's ads for them or anything? He was like, nope, just from word of mouth. And I think that's unique because the way I hear about a podcast is a friend being like, you should listen to this podcast. Or that's like rare. I feel like I've had 3 friends say like a few different podcasts, but I've found a lot of podcasts from social media where I'm scrolling and then I see a video of them talking and then I'm intrigued on the content that they're talking about and then I'll go to the podcast. And maybe I don't always become a loyal listener to that podcast, but they're reaching more people than they did prior to posting that social video. Make sense? Makes sense to me. Like, I wouldn't have known about their podcast because if a friend didn't tell me and they didn't post on social, how would I know? So that's kind of like where I'm at right now, where I'm thankful for people knowing about my podcast through word of mouth. But it's not like they're going to see a video of me talking on TikTok on the podcast. They'll see me doing Woman on the Street, but not. There's power in seeing someone with a microphone. I don't know. Like, it's fun. You can watch them. You can watch their facial expressions. I'm not getting Botox for the first time in like 4 months, which is crazy. And I'm expressing myself more than usual. And I think I'm going to get Botox in probably like a month from now. And then I'm going to have the biggest glow up of the year, and y'all better be scared. Like, you guys should be shaking in your boots about when I get Botox again. Dana, you're 27. I've been getting it since I'm 23. I had no idea. Yeah, there's a reason, because it's not obvious and it makes me feel better about myself. And I'm not feeling awful about myself without the Botox, but I think it's time to be humbled a little bit. Like, this is my beautiful face. This is the way that my face moves. Let's own it for more than usual and then go back to it. When you get pregnant, you're not allowed to have Botox. You can't have deli meat, you can't have raw fish, and you can't have Botox. Those three things are going to kill me simultaneously. So one day I'm going to go 9 months, God willing that I can carry. I'm going to go 9 months without Botox. Like, you could go 4 months. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I'm really expressful. I'm full of expression, and it's fun because I'm in the business of expressions, and my face tells a lot more than my body language sometimes. But there's power in that too, because like, I'll be making a frowny face and you literally won't be able to see my face moving. You have such good skin. Oh my God. What serums do you use? Botox. I think a lot more people are doing it. I think when people are like people are getting it way too young. How does that affect you? Why does it affect you? Unless you are my next of kin and you're worried that I'm spending my money on that rather than like your college tuition, shut your trap. And my perception of it has changed so much, because I remember when I was little, oh my God, I think I came back from college. So my mom was probably like in her 50s, late 50s. She was like, so I'm going to get Botox. And I was like, what? I remember we were at like my favorite sushi restaurant, and she told me, and I like felt like I was like out of control. I felt like I was spinning out of control. Like, my mom is getting Botox. She's only 55. Meanwhile, here I am like 30 years younger than that, being like, every 3 months I need to be injected with Dysport. Like, oh my God, my ancestors are flipping out. They're like, are you churning butter yet? And it's like, no, I'm stuffing cream cheese up my vag and I'm getting Botox. Like, they're not happy with me. You're too young. I'm too young. Oh my God. Shut up. It doesn't affect you. And like, on the topic of things that don't affect people, yet they like act like it does, I'm not even going to like give too much word of mouth. Oh my God. I just start saying stuff. It comes out of my mouth. And then if someone doesn't give me a weird look, I just keep going with it. The person that gave me a weird look is me. I'm in a mirror. I was like, that was not the correct word. I think it's so important to feel, but also frequently remind others that other people's actions doesn't actually affect them. And you casting judgment says way more about you than it does about them and how they feel about themselves. Yeah. I think you can really sense when someone is not even related to Botox. This is just in general. Like, when someone is not confident and secure in themselves, it shows. Like, and I think I realize that more and more as I grow up, is a lot of tendencies that are like rude or mean or a little questionable. It's just coming from a place of like, oh, you are so insecure and I actually feel bad for you. Feeling bad for people is very in for me for 2025. Whereas instead of being like, oh, they're such a bitch, or like, why did she just do that? Wait, I feel so bad for them. They must have a tough at it. So that kind of actually leads me perfectly into my not that deep. Yes. Okay. So my not that deep is getting upset, or like people leaving hate comments on TikTok or social media or like Instagram or TikTok is not that deep. People leaving mean comments on your social media posts is not that deep. Okay, let's dig in a little bit. Whoever's listening, can you think about a time that somebody maybe said something to you in person that was like mean? maybe a friend or a family member, something that kind of cut you. Okay. Did it cut you because it was true or because someone that you cared about said it? Perhaps it was both. The example I'm thinking of is both. Like it was true and someone that I cared about said it. And it was coming from a place of love. And I appreciated it actually. I mean, maybe when it was first said, it was like, okay, that motherfucking stung. But then when you think about it, it's like, thank you. So, okay, so mean thing from someone that you care about, it's okay. Now think about when you're online. If you do post videos, if not, come on my journey with me. There's plenty of room in the caravan. When I post something on social media and one of my friends posts something, or rather, when one of my friends comments something nice, it feels like the best feeling in the world because I feel like it's genuine. It's coming from a good place. They didn't have to say that, and they did. Now, when a friend comments something mean, someone who knows me pretty well, when someone I know pretty well, I trust, I love, when they comment something mean, I'm going to stop you right there. They don't. They don't comment something mean. Why? Because they know you. They understand what you're trying to do. They respect you, so they're not going to comment something mean. Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. What are they getting from that? They have lives. Why would they spread negativity? No, someone that I love and care about would never write something mean to make themselves feel better. I mean, maybe they talk shit. Everyone's talking shit. Why the hell not? Sure, maybe they're talking shit. I don't really care, though. They're not commenting that because they're normal, level-headed people. Okay. So how do I feel? How do you feel when someone you don't know comments something nice? Okay. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good because I feel like I connected people, but I also I don't know this person necessarily. I mean, they know me as well as they know my videos. They're not messaging me. They're just leaving a comment, maybe like, oh, I love this. I think this is so funny. I'm not taking it really like, oh my God, I can't believe user 77925 thinks I'm funny. Like, I'm not thinking about it for that long. But does it feel good in the moment? Absolutely. All right, you guessed it. Last but not least, how does it feel when somebody you do not know, have never met before, comments something mean? It used to feel really bad. It used to feel so bad. I'm not some A-list celebrity that is getting hate comments frequently. But I felt like they were deliberate and they were targeted and they were on videos that I thought were funny and came after my looks or the idea, came after women in general. I had a really interesting cyberbullying experience. But when someone I do not know comments something mean, I used to get upset by it. Is that what everyone's thinking? Maybe they're right. And then as I've gotten a little bit older, and mean comments are not coming at me every day by any means, I could not care less. Thank you for engaging with my video. Thank you for being the reason why this comes up on more people's feeds. You're actually doing me a huge favor. Keep it up. And guess who looks bad in this? You. It literally has no reflection on me because you're kind of the freak who's so unhappy with themselves that they're taking it into account. They're sitting probably alone, scrolling and commenting on random people's videos, mean things for everyone to see. Are you not blushing a little bit? Like, why am I so embarrassed for them? And think about it. Like, I've never left a mean comment on a stranger's video. I'm not saying that I'm holier than thou. I am saying I'm like a pretty normal, level-headed person. I'm not a freak. The type of person that's taking their own sweet, sweet time to comment something mean on someone's post that they don't know is like, that's just like so embarrassing. Like, why are you doing that? Oh, like, people are going to see that. And they don't care because honestly, they probably don't have a lot of people in their lives who will see that. And I think that if I'm coming off very bitter, I'm just coming from a place of I'm protecting myself for sure, but I also believe that to be true. Because who in your life do you know that is like spreading negativity like that? Who is saying that in person to you? No one, because you don't do that. These people find entertainment in bringing others down and then hiding in the comments. Videos that I've posted that end up garnering these like off-colored comments are videos that are popular. People don't comment this when there's only 7 commenters. They do it when there's more like 70 so that they can hide in them. But they feel good saying that one comment. And typically when you go to their page, they follow a lot of people. They have no followers and no posts. So they're literally just hiding. And I think it's a little sad also because this is probably their source of entertainment. This is probably what fuels them. Maybe it's what fills their cup. And they're taking this opportunity and they're spreading negativity. That's weird. Because a lot of other people take the opportunity to spread positivity. And that's something that I strongly, strongly, strongly believe in. And I will never quit that. And I hope if you're listening to this, then you feel the same way and you spread positivity, where it's not pretty often that I comment on a stranger's video. But I will typically comment on like my friends' videos of this is so funny, or I love this, or I love this idea. Like, why wouldn't you? Why would I keep a compliment to myself? I think so. Yeah, I think like festering in those mean comments, it's not that deep, and don't let yourself get there. I just kind of stopped reading them. What's the point? Is someone gonna like tell me I won the lottery in my comments? No, they'll DM me. There's something really open about TikTok, and people have accessibility to a lot of things. You can have it. I'm not gonna fight back. I think in the past I remember I posted something like Jewish related and someone commented like, you all should be killed. And I reported him. That's not a comment that I want to get engagement from. There's a difference. I think that that I don't want that energy on my post, but if you're like, you're so fucking ugly, I'll like it. Like, keep it up, honey. You're literally garnering me engagement. If I even see it. Also, I'm not getting like so many comments on every single post, but I think it's good to note, like, where do you look when you're consuming media? Like, I think if I'll see a really weird video, I'll go to the comments, and they're usually really funny, and they're usually kind of like a shared thought after watching a video. But when a comment is mean, like, I'm really not out here laughing at it. I'm like, ugh. Like, you killed the buzz. Like, that's so gross of you to do that. I don't know. I think it's just on like spreading positivity, and I don't want to be associated with that. Like, I remember when the concept that people that you didn't know could see the stuff that you posted clicked. I was at my birthday brunch. Ugh, birthday brunch. I turned 22. I was so cute. I was so full of life. I could still wear this yellow plaid dress that fit me when I was 20. I mean, if you ask me how long ago that was, like, quickly, I would be like, probably last month. Like, I have no concept of time. I'm still 20 years old, and that's gorgeous. But I had gotten a text from this guy that he could come to my birthday party. I didn't have a crush on him or anything. He's just like a funny guy that my guy friends would bring around. And I'm at the brunch, and my friend is recording the table to be like, hee hee. I think she was sending it to her mom. And at the same time that she's recording, I get the text from the guy that he can come. And I go, I'm going to try to not burst your eardrums, but I go, oh my God, oh my God. That's literally what I say. oh my God, in that high pitched tone. And I kind of freak out, like my jaw goes into like my face. Like it was a very funny reaction. And this was before TikTok. This was before like memes were really heavy. And she took the video and I was like, I feel like that's hysterical. Let's send that into Barstool. Because what we used to do, and this is so crazy talking about it, like we would send, or I'll speak for myself here. When I would take funny videos or something, like I would send it to Barstool. Because where else am I putting it? I wasn't usually putting it on Instagram. I wasn't that lax with Instagram at the time. So I was like, oh, I'll just send it to Barstool. So I sent it to Barstool and I was like, can you post me? I think that was the vibe of like, you would ask them if they wanted to post you. Whereas now there's like social media interns and they're reaching out to you and are like, we loved your video. Can we post it? It's like for free. Yeah, you dumb shit. Okay, sure. Tag me. But back then it was like, hey, you should post this. And either I sent it to them saying like, you should caption it this, or I think I might have sent it and I was like, when he sends you the nude and it's bigger than you expected. So like it was that caption of like when he sends you a nude and it's bigger than expected, and it was me being guffawed like, oh my god, oh my god. Like it was really funny. Everyone at the brunch table was dying. They're like, Data, you're going to be a boss tool. Meanwhile, like the other girls being on Barstool are like in bikinis, like half naked. And I'm like, I love this video of myself looking debatable. So we go out that night after brunch. We like drank at Pier A. If you lived in New York City during Pier A, you experienced bliss. You experienced a better time in life. Yes, this was pre-COVID. This was peak pursuit of happiness. I mean, Pier A, you could just drink at the bottom of the Manhattan Island and just forget. But so we go to Pier A, I have my birthday party, and then I wake up the next morning and I'm all refreshed. I'm all ready to go. And my friends are like, I don't think they told me. I think that they had seen that it was posted and then they saw the comments and were like, we're going to let her find this one on her own. And we were getting bagels at Bagel and Schmear. Fucking duh. We were getting bagels and I remember I was like, oh my God, they posted me. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, they posted me. And I remember I was like, oh yeah, they used the caption. That's so funny. And the first thing I did was go to the comments because I was like, oh my, the comments are going to be so funny. And they were so mean. Like they were so mean. And I didn't know who these people were, obviously. There were like my friends commenting like things like icon behavior, things of that nature. And the other comments from random people, like obviously men, were like, she's so ugly, she should lose weight. Like really mean things, you guys. And I don't know, it like makes me sad because if I saw that now, I'd be like, and you're a freak, you know? But back then it was like, oh my God, am I these things? And it didn't send me into a spiral. I think that's dramatic. And like, I didn't go full like DJ Tanner trying to like lose weight at the gym for my friend's birthday party the next day. It's a Full House reference. If you didn't get it, this girl tries to lose weight in like 2 hours and she is just a super house. Like, I'm sorry, she's a powerhouse superhero because of it. But I don't know. It did not feel good. And I definitely was affected by it. And subconscious, I don't know. Then you kind of start spiraling like, is everyone thinking this? And like, is no one telling me this? And do I just have really good friends in my corner that they're like always supporting me? Like, am I these things? If people are saying this, does that make it true? And it got reposted like a few other places, but that was definitely my first go at people not being nice on the internet that I didn't know. And what I learned from that is they don't know me. And why is what some random person says affecting me? And the importance of having self-confidence and understanding my self-worth is so much bigger and so much more important than some loser commenting on my looks. And for anyone listening that's experienced that, I hope that you feel the same. And if you need a hype up, you text me. Like this person commented this, I feel like gross about it. Okay, either delete it or just keep moving, because you know what's powerful is when a video has some negative comments on it and you just let it sit. You just let it sit, because other people that have the same thoughts and moral compass as you are gonna think the same thing of like, that's so weird. Like, why are you saying that? And stay strong in that. It's hard, but I mean, even I've been posting on TikTok and Instagram a lot more, but you have to be so insecure to go after someone's looks. Because honestly, like I've really never seen a video and been like, oh, I'm so tempted to comment that you're ugly. Like, what? Why would I do that? That's so weird. And I don't know if I'm being repetitive. I don't know if, I'm just talking it out, but it's important to talk about it, because it makes me think about like kids that have social media now. Imagine them, me at middle school and high school and college, getting these types of like comments. Oh my God, I would need Lexapro. Like, I just made a video about this. Like, that would depress me so much during my coming of age, someone telling me that my looks are like not adequate. And that's horrible. But also, like, what a freak. Like, you're weird. I also, with like posting more on TikTok and Instagram, and I kind of just like definitely stopped caring about what I look like in the videos, but also what people are commenting. And so I remember like one of the first videos that I did, for people listening, if like, the video that I'm talking about with like the Victoria's Secret bag, like I had my friend, I was walking with I had just shopped till I dropped at Victoria's Secret, and they gave me a complimentary Victoria's Secret tote bag, which was so nice, perfect for the beach. I would never buy it with my own hard-earned money, but I'll take it for spending $90 on bras that are going to outgrow me in 2 months. Perfect. And I had my friend ask me, like, Dana, is that and then I go, the complimentary Victoria's Secret bag that I got for spending over $50. And then she goes, no, the guy that ghosted you. And then I turned around and I'm like, oh yeah, that's him. It's funny. I thought about it while I was getting a facial, whatever. And someone commented, like, in the first couple of comments, like, they either said, like, your neck is disproportional to your shoulders and your face, or, like, your face is not proportional to your shoulders. And it was like, oh my God, like, what? Like, what a specific thing to be aware of. Like, worry about yourself. And I kept it because I didn't really care that much, but I also was like, this is never going to change. People are always going to breed negativity. And now more than ever, with our fried Cheeto in office, I mean, he is the source of so much negativity. He says it's okay to be negative and to be awful to people. I think that it's only getting worse, and buckle up. But I do think that if you can look at someone, if you can think about someone who is making these comments and just feel sorry for them, it'll make your life a bit easier. I promise you that. Getting upset over these comments is not that deep. Okay, that was such a good one. That was like a 20-minute Not That Deep. Guys, thank you so much for listening to Not That Deep. If you related to this, leave a comment. Gentle reminder that people that aren't my dad are also allowed to comment. And you know who would never cyberbully me? My dad. People, have an amazing week. Have an amazing day. Find a reason to smile. Find a reason to laugh and make others laugh. And thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.